Hey, everybody, let's do a catch up on this incredibly culty week. Let's find out how all of you are doing as well. Hey, everybody, welcome. Aloha to everybody here in the live chat. Good to see you. Thank you to the members for being here. How is everybody? I'm jumping on early today because I just realized I didn't plug in my computer. Hold on. My battery is low. There we go. All is good. Anyways, I thought I'd pop on early today because I'm going to head out later with my girls and the grandkids. And I'm so excited because we're going to a pumpkin patch. I have not done seasonal stuff, I swear, in like 2 years. So I am extra excited about this. And I thought, you know what? Let's jump on here. And so often when I'm talking about a topic, we're talking about like Scientology or something exposing Scientology or my story, I don't get to interact as much with the chat and just kind of like, check in with you guys. I do to a degree, but not as much as I would like to. And I want to do that. I want to do that this morning with all of you. And I'm glad that you guys are here. Hey, Boxer Heather, Arkansas Flamingos here. That's awesome. Tanya, good morning. Good morning to you. Marcy, I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad you're here. Jersey Jan, yeah. So Jersey Jan is reading Falling from a Pink Cloud. You guys might remember a few weeks ago, I had the author on. He is a former Scientologist, former Seering member. And Jersey Jan's reading the book. So that is awesome. Cricket Cinema. Cricket Cinema. That's like a tongue twister today. It's good to see you as well. And thank you, Cricket Cinema, for your amazing memes and images that you've been making. You guys should check it out if you haven't checked out Cricket Cinema already. I don't know why that's hard for me today. Power Lies to Paralyze. I'm so glad you're here. Power Lies to Paralyze has become kind of like okay, why is this messing me so much in my head or in the past when I'm trying to understand like, okay, we did this in Scientology. Why does it create this effect? A lot of neuroscience and stuff in there. And I find that stuff fascinating. Sharona, good to see you. Jen Sal, good to see you as well. Let's see. You can find Falling from a Pink Cloud on Amazon if you search it up there as well. I definitely want to read it. I absolutely do. Hey, old Fritz, good to see you. Totally Jersey. I love the Jersey people. We got Totally Jersey. We got Jersey Jan, right? Jersey Jan, Totally Jersey. And I feel like there's another Jersey in here. Irina, good to see you. This is hilarious. Irina Posner. Hi, all. It's the amazing Irina Posner, a very stable terminal at cause over all 8 dynamics. You have been warned and still have a chance to run away. Hey, JD. Good to see you. Welcome, Andrew. Sassy Dad Conroy. Chilly in Texas. Wow. I mean, is it though? Is it really? How chilly is chilly? How chilly are we talking? It's going to be, I think, in the mid 60s here in Minnesota. It's probably 60 now. But what are we really talking when we're saying chilly in Texas? I want to know. I want to know. And what part of Texas? I'm amazed at how big Texas is. I've been to Austin. No. Have I been to Austin? I've been to Houston. I've been to Dallas. I actually don't think I've been to Austin. James Steele, you gotta explain this one to me. On a bag of peas in little peas taste. James Steele, you always make me laugh and bring a smile. Yeah, Cricket Cinema. I appreciate the ability to share a laugh, especially about something that's so heavy and not funny. That is very true. That's so true. If I didn't laugh sometimes though and have fun with it, I would not be able to do the hard stuff. That is for sure. Oh, Marcy says it's 64 in Plano, Texas right now. You know, I've been to Plano. I do remember that now. I feel like it's not far from Dallas, if that's right. I kinda remember that. Yeah, 64 is nice. I like that. I'm like even though so I was born and raised in Hawaii, as many of you know, but I like the cooler temps. I'm like, "Bring on the 60s." Any day where I can wear a hoodie, I feel like is a good day. Irina says it never gets chilly in Texas, not according to the definition of what we call chilly. Guy from North Norway. Irina, hold my beer. Yeah, that's so true. Oh, Sharona, did you turn your heat on? Girl, I turned my heat on date like I want to say 3, 4 days ago. At least 4 days I've had my heat on overnight because it has. We've had freezing temps overnight, not a ton. Once or so, enough for me to be like, "No, I wanna be comfortable." I spent so much of my life physically uncomfortable that now in my 50s, I find myself just wanting to be comfortable. I put more emphasis, and maybe it's because I'm not a cult anymore, that in a cult anymore that I'm, like, okay with being focused on my own personal comfort, which is something I didn't really do. It just wasn't a part of my world. I just persevered through whatever, and now it's really nice to be like, "You know what? It's cold. I'm gonna turn the heat up," and get to make that decision, and I know that sounds simple, and people do that all the time, but when, you weren't in control of even something as simple as the temperature of where you lived, it's really nice to be. It's nice to take a break in the middle of the day and read a book or just be lazy. Hey, Sandy. Aloha. Thank you for being here, Sandy. Irina says 64. That's like 17 Celsius. I know. I feel like that's warm too. Marcy, thank you. Right. You should be cozy. That's something that I've really been working on lately, of course, but like the last I mean, let's be honest. Tony was my biggest influence on being comfortable. He was all about it. That man knew how to create an ambiance, a vibe, an atmosphere, and lean into it. And I've been trying to remind myself to do those things because I really enjoy it. Modern Dancer says it's 51 degrees in Massachusetts. I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed with the weather. I used to follow storms with my mom when she was alive. It's one of the things after we left Scientology we got into. I don't mean physically chasing. I mean just tracking because in Minnesota we get some good ones. Hey, just a northern girl, 41 where you are. Okay, that's cold. I feel like 41 Fahrenheit. I would even say that that's cold. Teresa's in South Carolina. It sounds 55 sounds cold for that. Sassy Dad, Houston area is 60. Hey, Eric Rader, how are you, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It's so early for you in California. I jumped on early today because I'm going to go to the pumpkin patch a little later with the grandkids and my daughters. And I'm like, I'm not missing that. Let's just jump on and do a catch up. And I never get to or I don't get I want to be able to speak to the chat more often. So I want to do more of these where we're not too focused, like bring some balance because I've been getting to know many of you and you guys just blow me away. I love hearing about where you are, your lives, different things going on. And you guys just amaze me. I'm amazed by the simple things, just the everyday things. I think it's because, like I said, being a cult and having your environment so controlled. I especially like to hear about your camping and any types of RVing and travel. So throw it in there. I also wanted to talk to you guys about, we've got the holidays coming. We're coming up on Halloween. And I'm feeling like I'm torn between wanting to do what we've always done. Like Tony and I would often host Thanksgiving, which we always do the day after Thanksgiving because, I have grown kids, his kids are older. There's multiple families at play here. And that way no one had to go to more than one place. And that's why we've done it like that. Christmas, we do Christmas Eve, but I don't know. Then on the other hand, I want to just switch it all up. I even thought about just leaving town and I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I want to be around my family. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. I'm just feeling like I need some new some new traditions. Maybe I'll just put up a Christmas tree in October. I don't know. Yeah, Eric, pumpkin patch fun in the fall in Minnesota. It is everything. Buttercup 49, loved your video with Reese yesterday. Please do a weekly video. We want to. We want to. And I got to tell you, it is so good for both of us. It was a really crazy week, as you guys know, if you guys have been with me throughout the week, from Scientology content to just personally, I feel like I've experienced so many highs and lows in this week, particularly, which is part of why I'm like, oh, let's just chill a little bit, have some coffee and talk. But doing videos with Reese is part of that healing for me. I feel very fortunate to have gotten to know her, and I just have. It's really been helpful. We've been through some similar things as each other, but then some really different things, which helps us learn about each other. Nona Donna, good to see you. I retired last December, sold my house of 40 years, and moved all alone to South Carolina to start life anew. Nona Donna, that sounds amazing. 40 years. You moved all by yourself to South Carolina to start a new life. Okay, how's it going? How's it going? So this was just, you retired last December. That's crazy because that's when I started on YouTube. Wow. Oh, I want to know. You got to tell us more in the chat about that. Ooh, Marcy's taking her Can-Am Riker, and my hubby taking Harley Davidson trike and riding to Santa Fe to meet his two sisters who are from North Dakota. Wow, that sounds like fun. Look at you getting out and doing the things. That's exciting. Hey, Linda from Cape Town, thanks for being here. That's so fabulous. L. Ron Hub Cult. I geek out so bad. L. Ron Hub Cult, Scientology up north. Oh, I just love you guys. Eric Rader, you got to rub it in our face. It's going to be back in the 80s. Although I got to say, I'm over hot weather pretty much. That last trip to Florida just did me in. That was too much heat. It was just too much. Walking into a sauna when you walk outside, that feeling like you can't breathe. I'm like, no, bring on the cool weather. I'm so over it. Teresa, you take your grandkids to a pumpkin patch every year. They have a great corn maze and lots of fun stuff for the kids. Yeah. I don't know which one we're going to, but that sounds amazing. I think we're going to a smaller one that is owned by somebody who used to be a teacher for one of my kids years ago. Wow, 55 in California. That sounds cold for California, but I like it. Stasia says, you have a harvest family get together on November 2nd in remembrance of your grandma who died on Halloween and mom on November 1st, Day of the Dead. Wow. That's actually cool that you do that. That is an interesting tradition. Thanks for sharing that. Who's that? That is an interesting so weird when my phone just turns on by itself. You guys are great together. So funny through all the pain. Marcy, the videos with Reese. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Fila. Hey there. Good to see you. Sassy Dad, you're going to go to a Charlie Brown pumpkin patch? Victoria, yes. Very glad you and Reese have become more close. Me too. It really helps. It really helps to, I have found, having friendships with people who we have this shared experience, but a very different experience. Reese and I have very different experiences and ways in Scientology, but the basic things are there. And to be able to communicate about it and just speak our own crazy is just so helpful at times. Oh, Lisa Pete, you're right. Don't forget the hot apple cider. Hot apple cider and apple cider mini donuts are in my future today because I know where there's a truck for these apple cider mini donuts. I'm going to look for it. Old Fritz, Natalie, my little grandchildren saved my life after losing my husband 7 years ago. Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. Absolutely. Completely. I feel that way in many ways about my family, my grandkids, about all of you, our community here. Hey, Atkinson, Texas, good morning. Okay, so Nona Donna says, "You knew no one and had no family here in South Carolina when I moved. Planning on joining a senior group to make friends, taking my time to unpack and decorate, expecting family and friends to visit in winter." Wow, that is such a big move. And if you guys didn't catch, Nona Donna retired last December and moved by herself to South Carolina to create a new life. That is inspiring. You know, the only thing I really know about South Carolina is, isn't there a tiny village there? It was in North Carolina or South Carolina. There was like a couple documentaries about it, a tiny home village. I'm so obsessed. I love the idea of tiny homes. I don't think I could really do it. You guys tell me. Put a 1 in the chat if you totally could live in a tiny home. Now remember, technically a tiny home is less than 400 square feet, up to 400 square feet. And a 2 if you're like, "No, that's not gonna be for me." I'm curious because I love the idea, but practicality wise, I don't think I could do it in 400 square feet, even though I had an apartment once that was less than 800 square feet. And of course, in the Sea Org in the Cult, I lived in a room that was probably, I don't know, maybe 14 by 18, something like that. It was the size basically of a bedroom. And then we shared a bathroom with another couple. And I only had my own room with my husband at the time because we were married. Hey, Kenny, welcome. Yep. Don't miss it. Do not miss that living in the Cult in the Sea Org at all. Let me tell you, I do not. Quilty B, good morning. Glad you're jumping in with us. Silver Bird says it's 61 degrees in Austin. That sounds actually, I feel like my sweet spot is between 60 and 65, unless, I'm doing any type of a beach thing. Wow. Okay, so you guys are kind of split on this tiny home thing. But it seems to me like there's more twos. Irina says, I'm in a cinder block English townhouse. It's all tiny homes on my street. It is crazy, the different, sizes of homes in Europe. Lisa, my cat would object. I don't know though. Would object to a tiny home. Sandy Lee says she retired in January, just bought a 39-foot trailer delivered yesterday. Have never seen it, but my kids have. LOL, great deal. But your kids have. Okay, great deal. And I can't wait to spend my summer next year in it just being me. Sandy Lee, you got to keep us posted. I want to hear more about this. Oh, so it's a trailer, right? So you have to trailer it, 39-foot trailer. Tell me, Sandy Lee, are you trailering this yourself? Well, you must be because it says just being me. I'm so afraid to trailer. Quilty B says, nope, I'm having trouble downsizing to our new house as it is. It's half the size of our old one. Yeah. Atkins, I feel that way too. My books take up more room than that. I know. I really, is that Robin Miners? Hey, Robin, good to see you. Oh, hell no, too small. I know. I like the idea of it because I feel like, I don't know. I I like the idea of things just being, it feels like more simple, less things. I feel like I'm going to spend forever just going through things and deciding, even like of Tony's, what am I going to keep? What am I not going to keep? What am I going to hold for his boys? What are they going to take? What is what should their mom hold for them? There's just so many different things and so much stuff, but I like less stuff. So I even been going through my own things and trying to just pare down. I'm with Lisa. I hardly have room for my cat bowls. Okay. Lisa, you like trailer living? Or do you live in a trailer? Boxer Heather, my boyfriend and I live in our 41-foot motorhome. I love that. And again, I love the idea, but I don't know if I could do it. Although Sassy Dad says he could do it. Yeah, it would be, I don't know. I feel like it would be hard. Nona Donna went from 2,100 square feet to 1,300, and that's small enough for me. Yeah. Again, I like the idea. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I need to do? What I would like to do is do like a short-term rental at a tiny home. I'm not sure we have those here in Minnesota, but I'm gonna look. My Tony and I spent a couple of days in Lutzen, Minnesota in one of those domes and in the wintertime. But it had a pellet stove, so it stayed warm. One of those see-through domes, but half of it, I mean, they make it so there's curtains. It was so much fun, but I don't know that if I could live like that. Jersey Jan says, if I could get a tiny home with all appliances, I might try it. Yeah, that's the other thing. Although I feel like I could get by without a dishwasher. Let's see. I'm fascinated by people who do the whole, van life and just motorhome all over the country. No a townhome, but have lived in a trailer. Ah, okay. Snotface, hey. Speaking of RVs, Scotty's updating his with some fun messaging on the back. That's awesome. I'm impressed when somebody can take something that, you get it and it's like it's old and it needs so much work and you can do that work yourself. I admire that so much. I feel like I want to learn to be handy late in life. I guess I'm kind of forced to a degree. But I'm not exactly hitting it out of the park right now. I've been complaining about a light bulb out in my closet for days now. I need to go get the ladder from the garage because I don't know why the ceiling is so high in the closet. And I need to get up there, undo the light cover, and replace the light bulbs. What I have been doing is going in there with a flashlight and finding my clothes. I just, you know what? I should do it with my girls today. I just need to do it. Angela says, my dad used his RV for the winter months. He goes where it is warmer. See, I love that. I love that. Kelly, hey, from Denver. How are you guys doing out in Denver? Beautiful fall here in Minnesota. Yeah, Cricket Cinema, a trailer to RV to live in sounds like heaven to me, but I get that it's not for everyone. Yeah. Whoa, Sandy Lee. No, it was moved to Northern Ontario and it's parked at a trailer park right on the water and close to my kids and grandkids. I'm so looking forward to it. Sandy Lee, I am so happy for you. That really sounds amazing. Yeah, Atkins, it was like a fishbowl, but there were curtains. Ooh, hold on. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Maybe I'm not. Let's see. Let's wait with bated breath. Nope, it's gone. It's passed. Probably getting a little bit of it's if it gets a little warm today, those fall allergies get me. Old Fritz says, I live in central London in a tiny flat and don't drive. So different to big houses in the US, and it would be impossible to not have a car there. Central London has top public transport. That's true. In a place like that with public transportation being so accessible, I can totally see that. Uh, Boxer Heather says, I'd like to find a permanent place to park the RV for a while. It's hard keeping a routine when you have to move every 2 weeks. I still love not having a house payment though. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. You give up one thing for another. And I think as much as I kind of love the idea, my lower back and my knees, the up and down and the bending over to open things and all that is just hasn't been the best thing for my body. So I don't know. But I think I'll just have to, like, on the weekend, go rent one and do something like that. Desert Dog says, I lived in a trailer with my dogs for 6 months when I was remodeling, selling my house. I was planning on going vagabond, but I stayed in the first RV park the whole time. Too stressful. Ah, I get that. Wanting to just kind of like stay like that. Yeah. L. Ron Hub Cult says, Natalie, do you need a young handyman to change your light bulbs? I think I'll be able to figure it out, but it would be, um, yeah. I mean, honestly, I do. I have a whole list of stuff. I just need to figure it out. I need to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out one day at a time, one thing at a time. But I am so inspired by this is kind of why I want to do more videos where we can actually, I can talk to the chat because I'm so inspired by what you guys are doing. And so many of you are my age. I look at my audience demographics and it's you guys are basically me. Aphila says hub cult is such a flirt. Oh my gosh, if that was flirting, it went right over my head. And it does. I got to tell you, embarrassingly so. In fact, my Tony and my sister used to say, they'd say, Natalie, you wouldn't know a guy is you wouldn't know a guy was flirting with you unless he took his you know what out of his pants. Uh, I used to think they were totally wrong, but then I've realized like, yeah, they're right. Piano mom, I sleep in a lazy girl chair, helps my lower back. I do have my bed moves. We got it shortly after Tony was diagnosed to try and, help with his comfort. And ironically, I ended up sleeping way more in the bed than he did because it was in a recliner that he was more comfortable. And I thought, well, because we didn't like sleeping apart. And so let's get a bed that can kind of be like a recliner. It wasn't the same. It was not the same. So I have the movable bed still, and I gotta say I like it. It even has this feature where you hit the button and it vibrates, like motel beds back in the 60s and 70s as I imagine them. And it's not like it does anything for your muscles, but there's something soothing about the vibration of the bed. And I fall asleep with it vibrating almost every night. And if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm having a hard time getting back to sleep, I hit the button and it just gets me right back to sleep. I don't know what it is. Anybody else have a vibrating bed? Some people have those sleep numbers, but I don't know. The whole air thing weirded me out, and I don't know why. We had one for a while. I was not a huge fan. I like the bed I have now. It's got a cooling gel mattress because between when Tony was going through hormone therapy, he was having horrific hot flashes, and at the same time, I was going through menopause. Oh, we were fun. We were fun. Let me tell you. Okay, A key Brenda Robert just got an adjustable bed too. I moved from the recliner to the bed and it vibrates. Okay, see, I'm not the only one. I'm telling you, I love it. V. McWilliams, Natalie, are you close to Rochester? Would love to meet up, lunch or a soda, maybe. Sure. I'm like 2 hours. I'm in the Twin Cities. So not, I mean, I think Rochester's like 2 hours away. But if you get to the cities, I've been thinking about maybe doing something, especially over winter. I just don't know where or what, but maybe doing some type of a meetup because I know there are people who live in the area who watch the channel. Kelly Copter, good to see you, my friend. Are you interested in playing werewolves this Halloween? I'd love to have you in the game, Natalie. I don't know what that is, but yes, you mentioned it the other day. I don't know what werewolves is, but if you're doing it, I am in. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Just hopefully, we can get the time difference to work. But Kelly, yes. Tell us more about this werewolves, Kelly. Tell us. We must know. Pyrex, my bed has a massager feature, but it's loud. You know what's weird is it's part of the sound. It goes like there's just something about, I guess it's almost like white noise. I don't know, but I like it. Old friends, vibrating bed, kinky. Yeah, not so much, but helps you sleep for sure. I think maybe it was like way back in the day. Armine, hello. Just caught up on 2 times speed. So happy when I'm able to catch a live. I'm so happy when you're able to be here and I get to see that little cute pup there. Let's see. Lisa Pete, I have a tremor enough shaking for me. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want a vibrating bed as well on top of that. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Cheryl, can you explain the picture in the back with a girl and Shell's turtle? It messes with my mind all the time. Okay, so that is a painting by my favorite Hawaiian artist. Here, you can see it more. And then you can see her name. She's got an Instagram. It's hard to spell. So, oh my gosh. You can kind of see it, Verilyn Villanueva. Anyways, she is in Hawaii on the Big Island. Whoops. Whoops. Get that back up there. She is on the Big Island and she did this whole series of women who look Polynesian, but they have no face. They have like long hair and multiple different body types. I think she called it faces. She wanted every woman to be able to see herself in one of her paintings. And she took her original paintings and she had them screen printed onto fabric and then, matted and framed. And I have, it's my most favorite artwork. I love it. I have it in my living room, but this is the only original I have by her. And my Tony bought that for me as a surprise on, I think it was the last time we went to the Big Island together. And I was so excited because, I just only had the screen printing, screen printing her stuff, not an original. And I love her so much. Kelly Copter. Okay, so Werewolves is a game of lies and treachery, similar to Mafia. Who is the murderer type thing? Okay, yes. Every day, all day. Sign me up. Take my money. What is it? Let's do it. I love that. And it sounds very apropos. Marcy, you love that painting? Thank you. I love it so much too. I do. Can you guys see too? Did you guys know that? See that picture there of the kid in the tire swing? That's Tony when he was a kid. And then up there, that's my mom and I. And these Hawaiian words, that's from a cross stitch that my daughter Shelby did. And it's got like lokahi, which means unity. Just Hawaiian words that mean really, really cool messages. Where was I now? But that's the story with that painting behind there. Foxglove, she looks like you. But my mom. Yeah, my mom was only like in her late 20s in that. That picture was taken right before, I want to say it was not long after that she married my grandpa. And I got the whole grandpa dad thing. And, family took a turn at that point. Victoria says, werewolf game. Who in the village is the wolfie? There are citizens and a killer based on questions. Chat guesses who the werewolf is. Oh my gosh, this sounds like so much fun. I need to learn how to play these online games with you guys because this sounds like fun. I love it. Kelly says, love your set, Natalie. You give me a run for my money. It's gorgeous. Oh, I appreciate that. With the help of lighting, I am a huge fan of the smart bulbs because you can just change the color. I love it so much. I like the smart bulbs. Tony always liked colored bulbs. So if he wanted a blue light, he would get a blue light bulb. And I'm like, babe, why don't we just do the hue light bulbs? You can change the color to be anything you wanted. He was so old school that way. He just didn't want to have to control it on his phone, which was funny because sometimes the thing that connects all the light bulbs would go out and I had no way of changing the lights, and then he'd laugh at me and talk about how all he had to do was turn a switch. Hey, the Holy Rogue, good to see you. Nice art around you. Great to know what they are about. Yeah, stuff my family and stuff from my family. Tennessee Treasure Finder. We bought an adjustable bed for my acid reflux. It vibrates as well. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one out here with the adjustable bed that vibrates. There is a whole tribe of us. Boxer Heather, I'm with Tony. I don't like depending on I'm assuming you're going to say technology or smart bulbs. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't. So upstairs, I have a lot more smart bulbs, and downstairs, where our agreement was he could do anything he wanted down there because we had very different styles. He has these nice like these vintage lamps too. We loved, well, I still love garage sales and thrifting, and he would find the coolest pieces, even clothes. I'm always amazed at what he could find. He was like a treasure hunter. Hey Mike, good morning to you. Atkins, what are you putting on your list? The vibrating bed or the colored lights? I want to know. Irina says blue light bulbs in the bedroom. I would get the Beetlejuice Netherworld vibes. No, I do kind of like a blue and a purple. It just varies, but I like that there's different settings. Like it'll come up. It's the hue light bulbs, and I don't even know what the control thing is called, but that's the app. I really like it. I want more of them, but dang, they are expensive. I've got well, obviously, like one here and then more in the bedroom, but I want to put them everywhere. They're supposed to last longer because they're those LED bulbs, and they're also supposed to use less electricity. So I've been slowly replacing them. Yeah, Philips Hue. I love those bulbs. And I want to believe that it's true, that they're going to last and be, in the long run, justify the cost. Sandy, I love thrifting. Jenna Miscavige has a great thrifting video coming out today. Yeah, that's right. She does. Oh, she found this awesome purse, which I think she shares. The red purse. You remember I saw that one, Sandy. Angela says, I love the lamp behind you. Reminds me of a sunset seen through a cloud. Yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorite finds. I found it at Home Goods. I had to almost tackle a woman and push her away to get to it, but I did, because when I saw it, I just went, oh, yes, take my money. Yes. And I love Home Goods. I don't know if you guys got Home Goods where you live, but it's like a TJ Maxx, but for home stuff. I don't go often because I will spend hours in there. I just want to go aisle by aisle and see all the weird stuff, or it's things that are different, not even weird. But I find things in there and I'm like, I really want this, but I have no use for it or place to put it, but I still want it. Weird things like, like I love mermaids. You see my little mermaid? My little mermaid gal, I forget where she came from, but we've had her for a long time. But Home Goods, yeah, the bomb, right, Lisa? I know. I love it so much, but I can't go there often because I love it so much and yeah. But I love the mermaid stuff, and they have a lot of it there. Oh, and the pillows. I feel like it's time some things like I didn't realize that that you do, I guess, because growing up and then like in the Sea Org, it was like, here is your set of sheets, like the one, and then you wash them and you put them back on. And having like multiple things of sheets, this is going to sound really weird at my age, especially, is still something I struggle with because, and Tony, the man worked on me for 11 years on this. He's like, there's no reason why we can't have multiple sets of sheets. And I just felt like it was wasteful to have more than two at any one given time because we could put the new one on the bed while washing the other one. But the truth is, I had told him, he finally got me to the point where he's like, okay, what about if you did different colors? I'm like, cool. But I don't know. I haven't found one brand that I really like enough that, okay, I'll do a couple colors in that, but I'm working on it. Hey, Joe. Afila, you're also looking. What are you looking for? What did I miss? Lisa, you buy sheets at Home Goods. Me too. I've liked the bamboo ones. I don't know if it's actually bamboo. That's what I have on my bed right now. But I mean, Tony was right. I need to do something different. It doesn't have to be exactly the same all the time. So if you guys have recommendations on sheets you love, I'm all for it. We're going into winter here in Minnesota, so something a little heavier would be okay. I do love a giant comforter. Big, fluffy. That's why I like when it's cold. Let's see. Oh, the Holy Rogue says thermal sheets are nice in the cold. I don't even know what thermal sheets are. Is it like a thicker, keeps it warmer? It sounds nice though. Yeah, Quilty B, thank you. Finding sheets is hard. I just can't believe I'm 54 years old and I'm not committed to a brand of sheets. Am I alone in this? Is this just a me thing? Is this a cult thing? You know what we're going to do coming up? I have a list of things. I don't know if it's a cult thing or if it's just other people do this too. I want to do an entire video and ask you guys, is this a cult thing or not? Tell me if you're interested in that. Throw one in the chat if you think we should do, is this a cult thing? Because I just feel like I trust you guys and you'll tell me the truth. Kelly Copter, fluffy socks, cozy jumpers, and cups of tea. Yes. I'm going to move on to tea. Right now I have my coffee, my first of the day. Holy Rogue said those sheets are, yep, and comfy. Okay, good. Quilt to me got some sheets. It's IKEA. Let's see how they do. Yeah, I haven't been to IKEA in years. It overwhelms me. You walk in there, yeah, it's overwhelming. It's one of those places, again, I feel like I would get lost in and spend too much time. But, oh, I do love perusing a Home Goods or a Goodwill. I gotta tell you, I could spend hours. That's probably why I don't hardly ever go shopping, because when I do, I just wanna look at everything, and then I'm there too long. Boxer Heather, I have flannel sheets for the winter. Oh, there's an idea. BJ's Critters, I love the bamboo sheets in the summer and nice cozy flannel sheets in the winter. See, that is something I wouldn't do, is switch sheets. I have lived in Minnesota long enough to know, like, okay, you switch things in the seasons. I don't know why. It's like I only recently, like in the last year, finally started throwing away socks with holes in them. I am a work in progress. Used to make Tony crazy. Babe, why are you keeping these socks? I'm like, because there's only one hole. He would just throw them away. Jersey Jan says high thread count. Okay, that's the key. I got to remember that. Gregory, thank you for being here and thank you for being a member too. Lisa Pete, you as well. Jersey Jan, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being members. I really appreciate it. All right, Kelly's all in. Kelly's all in. Is this a cult thing? Or is it me? Or is it in general? The Holy Rogue? Oh, yeah. I bet you would enjoy that too, right? With your experience in the cult. I'm going to start keeping a list. Okay, good. We got some ones. Some of you sound like you're into it. London Fog, Stasia. I need to check out that brand of sheet. Let's see. Angela, have you tried a weighted blanket? I love them when it's cold. Makes me feel more secure and I sleep better. I actually love a weighted blanket. Here's my problem with a weighted blanket, and maybe I just need to find one. I have a weighted blanket. I hate how it looks. So maybe I have to put the weighted blanket underneath the big white fluffy blanket that I like, the comforter. And I got to but I don't know if that'll be too hot. I don't know. I got to find one though. Maybe if anybody does know, I got to find a weighted blanket that I like the look of, because I'm a bed maker. I make my bed every day. I love walking into my bedroom and having it just be pretty. The bed is made. The lighting is how I liked it. These are all things I learned from my Tony, and now I do for myself. And I like it. So the weighted blanket that I have just doesn't fit in the vibe from a visual sense, but I love how it feels. Oh, I didn't know you could do IKEA online. Seriously? I wonder if they have a weighted blanket that looks nice. Yeah, Lisa Pete, getting lost at IKEA. That's why I'm afraid of it. That's why I'm afraid of it. I would just be there forever. BJ's Critters, thank you for being a member. I hang on to my socks until they totally fall apart. Okay, see, I'm not alone in this. Sharona, thank you for being a member. Well, my mom is up for the day. I have to go take care of her. I'll be listening. You all have a great day. Sharona, thank you for being here. Stasia, thank you too for being a member. Flannel sheets for colder weather and high thread count cottons for sheets for warmer weather. See, I need to up my game, you guys. I need to up my game. I think flannel sheets needs to be on the to-do list today. Susan says, not that I'm late. Not that I'm late. Blanket. Here's my weighted blanket. I just need one. I have a weighted blanket. I hate how it looks. Okay, you too. See, too. I like the weighted blanket. I don't like how it looks. Oh, you know what? Mims, this is actually not a bad idea. Maybe I need a weighted blanket for kids that's smaller that can fit under my pretty blanket. Huh, that might be an idea. Auntie Lil, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Truly, your support really means the world to me, all of you here. If you, even not being a member, just showing up, you guys, I really appreciate you. Costco has super comfy and soft winter blankets. Yeah. I do currently like the blanket I have. And it's living dangerously because it is white. It's the first time I had a white blanket before, and so far so good. I don't allow myself to drink coffee in bed anymore. At least not. I'll pull that blanket away because I just like, I feel like I'm a magnet for spills. There's usually some type of drink or food item somewhere on me at some point during the day. Yeah, but yeah, mostly too in the morning, I'm up and at 'em so much because I do my recap during the week, and I'm going to keep doing the recap during the week and my other videos, but I kind of want to on the weekends just have it be a little more casual where I can catch up with you guys. Hopefully you're cool with that. If not, what choice do you really have? I'm joking. I get the most amazing just emails and I get in the comments and it makes me so curious, so much more about all of you. Is it Joe Buchanan's birthday? How did I miss that? Joe Buchanan, happy birthday. Don't worry about getting older. You're still going to do dumb stuff, only much slower, and you'll forget you did it. James Steele, amen to that. Joe, happy birthday. How awesome. Is that today? Angela says, I sleep on my own, so the weighted blanket makes me feel like I'm not on my own, if you know what I mean. I do, but a fluffy, oh, you do put a fluffy blanket over it. Okay. There's just something about, I mean, I had the weighted blanket when I shared a bed with my Tony. He hated it, and I get it because he had restless leg and heat seemed to make it worse or weight on him. So he would I would be under the weighted blanket and he would take his side and fold it on over on top of me a couple times over. There were sometimes I didn't think I could get out of bed because the weighted blanket was so heavy when it was folded like that. But I haven't had it out since. Eventually I was just like, no, I don't want to. I want him to be comfortable. But it might be time to take it back out. Heated blanket, I don't like. It's too hot. I just like the heavy blanket. Okay, Nona Donna said weighted blankets are supposed to be based on your weight. You could get a twin size one based on your weight for under your comforter. That's what I was thinking is I just need to get a smaller one. Yeah. Look at you, Cheryl. Just got back in from cutting the lawn already. No other bugger is going to do it. 100% rain tomorrow. That makes a change. Wow, good for you, Cheryl. You're like up and at 'em already. I love that. Greg, sleep without blanket summer. See, I cannot sleep without a blanket. It's got to be a sheet. Something has to cover my feet. How about I cannot. I'm 54 years old and will not sleep with my feet sticking out of a blanket. I will if I roll over and one is in a blanket and one is on top. I'm okay with that. But just having my just feet randomly hanging out there, oh, I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could sleep without a blanket. Oh my gosh, Joe, you're 50 today. I love that. That is so amazing. I wish I had a happy birthday song. You know what? I'm going to add one. Not right now, but I had one so we have it, but happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And a big birthday too. What are you going to do, Joe? How are you celebrating? Are you going to celebrate the whole month? Is it the day, the week? What are you doing? Look at all these happy birthdays. You're chilled? Are you chilling? Yeah, Boxer Heather. I hear what you're saying about the blanket being too heavy. Oh, Tanya, this is genius. Get a duvet cover for your weighted blanket to style that it's pretty to you. Oh, that could work. That actually could work too. Hmm. God, great idea. See, this is why I love you guys. I'll check JC Penney's. Wow, I didn't even know JC Penney's was still around. Oh wait, you know what? I think we have one at a mall around here. Thank you, Susan, for the reminder. Everybody hula on over to that like button and hit it and hit your subscribe as well. Thanks for the reminder, Susan. Yep, Joe, you just a baby at 50. As your older sister here at 54, I can say that. Afila, yeah, see, you got to have a sheet even if it's boiling. Yeah, it's just something weird. I don't know. Tony could lay there naked, no nothing on, no sheet, nothing, and just sleep perfectly fine. I couldn't do it. I just had to have at least partly over my feet because monsters. And you guys all know monsters can't get you if you are partially under a sheet or a blanket. I have found this to be true. I've done it my entire life and I've never had a monster show up. So it must work, right? Joe says, I was at a gig last night, seeing my mom tomorrow, then another gig on Tuesday. Joe, what is the gig? Like music gig? Or does gig mean something else as well? Now I have to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Ooh, Nisa, have herbal tea from your cabinet. Boil up some cinnamon or mint. In fact, use all your herbs for tea. Yes. Oh, I just got some cinnamon tea. I had some friends from out of town last weekend, and we went around Excelsior, and I got the most amazing cinnamon tea that I really liked. I love herbal tea. I need to drink more of it. That's again something like socks and sheets. Why do I deprive myself? These are simple things. I am an adult. I am a grown woman. I can buy myself socks and tea. Oh, but I won't think twice about getting it for one of my kids or for a friend or something. It's crazy. Something I'm working on. Joe, a music gig. Joe Buchanan, tell me about this. Do you sing? Do you play music? What? Like, tell me or tell us. I'm all here like we're just having a conversation, just me and Joe, with all of us. Stasia says, I usually sleep without one foot off the bed. They need to be uncovered and free occasionally. Oh, you're brave. You're very brave. Susan, thank you. Natalie, I keep my feet under the covers for the monsters too. Thought I was the only one. All right, seriously, you guys. Anybody else? Is it just me and Susan who cannot sleep on top of a sheet or blanket because of potential monsters? I'm not even embarrassed to admit it. It is totally a thing for me. I think about the things that I've done in my life that I've had to stand up to, even standing up to a cult, having them harass my family, all these things. None of that scares me. But having my feet out. Why? Why is it? Afila feet monsters. Is Robin Miner still here? Robin, why? Tell us. Hobby Geek, MN. Ooh, are you in Minnesota? I had the same conversation about smart bulbs with my hubby. I'm very particular about color temperature. We have them everywhere. Yeah, I love it. I just love it. Okay, so Joe says, no, just attended gigs as many as possible. I know most artists I see. I mostly go myself. Love it. I love that for you, that you're doing something that you enjoy doing and you just do it, even if it's just you. I love that. Kelsey, where's Ollie? Oh, okay. Tell him if he wants to come say hi, say hi. Oliver has been dying to come say hello, and the timing is like never right. Okay, Maya, thank you. Thank you, Maya. And thank you for being a member. Sheets save me from the monsters. Yes. Okay. Lisa, my cat bites my feet. Girl, I would lose my mind. Oh, I could not do it. Does your cat do that while you're sleeping? I cannot. I cannot. But I mean, I know because of, given my history in the cult and all that and all the crazy brain rewiring, my children grew up knowing not to like approach me and like, while I'm sleeping. Don't hover over me. It will freak me out. They would be like by the door or knock on the door to wake me up first. I would freak out on them. Even I mean, my former husband, Tony, anybody I've ever lived with has had to learn, don't stand over me while I'm sleeping. Don't lean over. You gotta approach from the other side slowly. As long as Tony would always, well, it was his side of the bed, but if he ever came on my side, it was just I would just lose my mind. I'm talking full-blown sit up, scream, crazy stuff. Yeah, I could not have a cat doing that. I would lose it. Amber, good to see you. Me and Jenny from Cult and Atheists are going to do a canning swap. She made some stuff in canned, and I made some stuff in canned, and we're going to swap. Amber, I love that. I was just watching one of Jenny's videos. She's got such great content. I've been trying to catch up on a lot of it, and that's Cult and Atheists. Check her out. She's a former Scientologist, former Sea Org member. Amber, that is so cool that you're doing that. Sandy Lee says, my ex got custody of all the monsters when he left. I made sure he packed them well for him. I made sure I packed them well for him. That's funny. Hey, Dr. MLS, good to see you. I sleep under the sheet, but not because of monsters, I think. Sandy says, I wear an eye mask without earbuds. Helps with monsters and snoring husbands. Oh, with earbuds. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, my house, well, I'll put on a fan. I have a ceiling fan on no matter, it could be 40 degrees below. I just like the breeze blowing on me, and then I go under my blanket. And then I have a box fan that is just the right sound for, kind of the white noise that I need. I do like an eye mask though, Sandy, but I don't know. Earbuds, I feel like I need to be able to, kind of hear. I guess it wouldn't block out all the sound. But even when it comes to like if I'm out and about, I hardly ever have two earbuds in, even in my own home. Even if I'm home, okay, if I'm home alone, I will put two earbuds in. Otherwise I'm like my daughter or my grandson could accidentally scare me, sneaking up on me when I got my earbuds in. Can't be having that. I wonder if I'm ever going to get to the point in my healing or recovery from having grown up in Scientology and been in Scientology that I won't have those, what I would consider to be kind of an irrational fear or a trauma response actually to being startled or, woken up. I mean, everybody in my family knows, do not prank me and my sister, Lana and I, like the kids know. No startling, no sneaking up on us, none of it. Oh, there's Robin Miner. Okay, I'm here. Never leave my feet out. Okay, thank you. See, I'm so glad I'm the only one. Truly. Okay, Armine, I have to be covered as well, even if it's a thin sheet in the summer. Have lighter duvet for summer and heavy one for winter. Okay, Lisa too. That's why I keep them covered. Joe says, I'm always worried my feet are grabbed when outside my duvet. Been like that since a youngster. Yeah, me too. And see, some of you who have the same experience, you didn't grow up in a cult, so it's not a cult thing, but maybe it could be in some way a trauma response to something else. I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like somebody smarter than me could figure that one out. But I think it's interesting that we share that. Atkins in Texas would totally freak me out to find someone was watching me sleep. Yeah, it's just they, come up to wake me up for something. It just one time I was sleeping and the television was on. I put it on a timer if I do I like to watch The Golden Girls sometimes as I fall asleep, so I'll set the timer on the television. I've done this for years. The Golden Girls or Frasier, which, by the way, if you have a show you watch to fall asleep, tell me in the chat, and if you're on the replay, in the comments, because 'cause I'm curious. And the TV was on, and I was asleep, but I woke up, and my brain you ever wake up before your brain fully wakes up? Right? You're in that little bit of a unknown zone. That's where I was. My brain hadn't fully woken up, but I could see this creature at the end of my bed, hunched over, walking past the bed. And I flipped out. And then Tony flipped out because it was him. And I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I know it freaks you out if I come into the bedroom on your side, so I was just trying to crouch down so you wouldn't see me." I'm like, "You freaked me out even more to see that going past the bed." Poor guy couldn't win that way. Joe Raz and her alien dog. Hello. I'm not sure if we've met. I love your name. New Jersey sheets are the best. Great for cooler weather. It feels like wrapping yourself in an oversized, ultra soft cotton t shirt. Ooh, take my money. New Jersey sheets. I need to remember that. That sounds amazing. Joe says, one night while sleeping, I heard shuffling footsteps going around my bed, and I was told it was to do with my Buddha ornament that was facing into the room, and I felt trapped. I turned it after that. Oh, just footsteps and nobody was there? Yeah, that would be scary. Jersey Jan would love to do a cookie swap. Ah, yeah, I like to eat cookies, not so much make them, but I would love to be at a cookie swap. But I would have to bring probably store bought, but I don't know. I like that. Jersey Jan, are you local? Are you here in Minnesota? Remind me. If any of you are here in Minnesota, let me know in the chat too. Let's see. I'll bring it up in a few videos and then maybe we can figure something out to do a meetup or something. Mama's life. Good to see you, Mama. One of my worst fears is waking up with a robber standing over me. Okay, you're not helping me, Mama. That is adding to my paranoia. Actually, though, to be honest, I don't I don't have that fear. It's not I don't think, "Oh, somebody is gonna be there." I don't even know what I think. I just know for some reason that if you come over me while I'm sleeping, I might hit you, which is why my family just doesn't do it. But I hear you, mama. That would be a scary one. Hey, Anna Witt, thank you for being here. Aloha, Natalie. Loved your latest with Reese. You look great today. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like the hair is cooperating for once. If it's like I feel like sometimes it's not too much to ask to just get the hair to cooperate. Actually, you know what I did? Something Reese told me the other day. She said, use the dry shampoo because I've been struggling with the dry air in the house and stuff. And, my hair's starting to like do little weird things. So I did it. I used the dry shampoo and it did give it a little bit more vavoom, a little bit. So, yeah. And then I have a list of some other stuff I'm supposed to get to figure out the hair. Let's see. Oh, okay, Marv. I sleep with two fans as well. I like it like the Arctic when I sleep. Me too. And I want to be under this big blanket. I had a friend, or I have a friend. She's older than I am. I want to say maybe she's in her mid 60s now. And I remember when she was my age. And when she was my age, I was in my 40s. And I would go to her house and she kept her bedroom at like 55. This woman slept with the window open when it was like, I don't know, 30 degrees or so out. And I never understood it until menopause. Then I'm like, "Oh, yeah, put me in an ice box. Just give me a really warm, comfortable blanket so that I can just pull it off if I need to." Uh, oh, yeah, Atkins too. You used to run your ceiling fans 24/7. Oh, Cubana Chica, yeah, a friend learned the hard way not to wake her husband, military vet, from nightmares. He tackled her very scary. Oh, my heart really breaks for our men and women who've served our country and experienced those things and now live with the consequences of that for the rest of their lives. And not just them, their families. That's it just even more adds to, I think, the appreciation of what they do and their choice to do that as a job, as a career. Lisa says, I'm 76 and still startle easily. Okay. I don't know. I got to find a way. I got to find a way. I'm putting it on my goals list to get to the point where someone can approach me while I'm sleeping and I will not punch them or jump up or freak out or do any of the things. I'm putting it on the list. Like, why not? Why not? Rolling with life's punches. Hey there. Always slept with feet out because of circulation issues. With 4 dogs in the bedroom, no monsters here. And thank you, by the way, for being a member. That's funny. That's true. I guess it would be true. Oh, Shelly, you fall asleep to the History Channel. I've not thought about that. Claudia falls asleep to the Big Bang Theory. Wow. See, I feel like the History Channel might actually, I don't know, might be too much thinking. Oh my gosh, Jen Cell, Community. I remember that show. That's one of your comfort shows. And I love that phrase. I didn't think about it like that. Golden Girls is one of my comfort shows. I think it's because when I was a kid and my mom had married my stepdad and we had gotten into Scientology, I didn't see my dad for about 9 years. And that means I didn't see my grandparents, who I was close to until I was 5 years old. And Golden Girls, Dorothy reminded me of my grandma because my grandma had all white hair or very white hair. And I don't know, I think that's part of it. And then later on, when I started seeing my dad and had a relationship again with my grandparents, it was great. And my grandma passed away a few years ago. She was like, I think like 94. Jersey Jan used to watch Nick at Night. Laura. Law and Order? How you watch Law and Order to go to sleep, girl? I could not do it. That doesn't get you scared. Hey, pause for Andrea. Catch you on the replay. I thought Natalie sleeps in on Saturdays. Have a great weekend, friends. Andrea, I'm telling you, I meant to, honestly. I knew I had to be up because we're going to the pumpkin patch. But here's the thing. I stayed up late last night because I was just having fun. I was listening to one of my books, and then I was listening to music, and then I was watching a show, and then I got really into this rabbit hole about this other cult, and I was watching that, and then I had to switch to Golden Girls to scrub my brain. It was so late. I think I was up till 2:00 in the morning, and you know when I woke up? 6:30. 6:30, the day where I'm like, you know what, Natalie, you just got to be up by 10 because I could throw clothes on and leave the house immediately if I had to go to the pumpkin patch. I'm waiting on my daughter to get here and my granddaughter, Mina. And I'm like, oh, this is the day to do it. No, up at 6:30. I even stayed up later. Didn't work. I'm just not the best at sleeping in, to be honest. I want to be. I do. How cold is it up there today? If you're asking here from Minnesota, it's going to be like 60 something today. It's actually nice. Mischief managed. Thank you for being a member. The extreme startle response is a symptom of PTSI. Yeah, I believe that. I would like to get rid of that extreme startle response. Absolutely. Oh, just a northern girl. You got a random power outage. Yeah, save your battery. Save your battery. Catch up on the replay. Ooh, Amber Vanessa, have you ever been sleeping and a loud voice yells your name? That happens to me sometimes, but no one is there. Okay, not while sleeping, but for years, I don't know why, and this is when my Tony was alive, he and I'm talking in different homes too that we've lived in, we would hear each other calling, like me saying Tony or him saying Nat or Natalie. And we weren't. And we never understood that. We just chalked it up to, oh, we must just telepathically be hearing each other. Because it was weird, but not while sleeping. Ooh, Joe says, I'm sensitive to seeing spirits, so that's why I keep the duvet right up to my neck. And as soon as I'm in my bed, my eyes are shut tight. Yeah. I just pretty much am like, I'm not 100% sure of what I believe. I do believe that there are such thing as spirits. I don't think that we just die and then that's it. I don't know what happens exactly. But I think we're some type of energy. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. But yeah, but the spirit thing doesn't scare me either. I felt like we lived in a haunted house once. We did. But, yeah, I don't know why. It scared me as this kid, but now you know what it is? Somebody told me, a couple of my friends said, that like, how did they word it? And I don't know if this was they're both Christians, and they said that we have dominion over any type of spirit or anything, so you can just be like, "Hey, cool your jets. Go sit in the corner or stop bothering me." But it hasn't been a problem, so I don't know. But yeah, I know some people too are that's a concern. Mine's mostly invisible monsters that don't exist if my feet are outside of the sheets. Tennessee Treasure Finder, I fall asleep to SBTV and have to find my place in the morning. Kelly, you love Golden Girls too? Aw, see? Look how much we have in common, bestie. Mary, thank you for being a member. Mary says, my older brother served in Vietnam. I know not to wake him suddenly. If he's having a nightmare, I stay in the hall and call his name low and calmly. Yeah, I get that. Totally get that. Yep, Nona Donna, I'm with you. I fall asleep to YouTube videos, especially men, which means I have to go back and watch them again. You mean YouTube videos of men, like male presenters, or you got to explain a little bit more, Nona Donna? But I hear ya. That's actually why I don't like to fall asleep watching SPTV because, well, one, I like to, cleanse my brain with something neutral, which is where the Golden Girls comes in. But I don't want to lose track of where I was. And a wit. Worst thing I've had is sleep paralysis. You're awake but can't move. It's horrible. Oh, no, I've not had that happen. Jersey Jan, Mama's Family, love it. Wow, that's an oldie but goodie. It really is. Foxglove says, Dorothy reminds me of my grandma too. Not the hair, but the attitude. Yeah. Oh, I miss my grandmas. My last grandma died a couple years ago. Oh, I got to share a picture I found. I don't think I shared it on the community page. It's of her and Tony. Tony took my grandma, my at the time 90-year-old grandma, on a ride around on his motorcycle around the neighborhood, and she loved it. She loved it. She loved him. She was such a big flirt. The woman was shameless. But in your 90s, I'm like, at that point, why not? Hey, Marilyn, Coffee Cult and Crafts, just tuning in, but I have sleep and startle problems too. My therapist called it hypervigilance from past trauma. Okay, but does your therapist tell you how to get rid of it? How do we get rid of it? You know what I need to do? I need to talk to my sister Lana because Lana has really good healthcare. And so she has access to some really good doctors that I do not, even in the mental health field. I'm going to ask her to ask her psychiatrists and therapists, what do we do? What do we do? Failing that, I will look it up on YouTube and see if there's videos about it. There has to be. There just has to be. It happens to so many people. Are you going to carve pumpkins for Halloween? I don't know. Maybe. I like to draw on them more than carve because carving is messy and then the animals come and eat it. And then it starts to rot. But I've got some really good, um, I've got some markers for rocks that would probably work on a pumpkin that we can draw on. And somebody sent me the most amazing brush paints. They're like brush pens, but they're almost like a brush stroke and some adult coloring books. I'm in heaven. That's the other thing I've been staying up too late doing sometimes, adult coloring my color books. I'm just like crazy over here. Full blown party at Natalie's. All kinds of crazy things going on, like coloring. Oh, Amber says, I don't sleep with the TV on, but I do like to watch MASH when I cook. That's interesting. Is it nostalgic, Amber? Kind of like, because when we were kids is when MASH was out. Foxglove, I used to neutralize my brain with Golden Girls while watching Breaking Bad. It would stop me having nightmares. Yeah, that's exactly what Girls does for me. It is just this brain scrub. It really is. Yeah, Leanne Woods, hello there. I do that too. Go to sleep at 2 a.m. and still wake up too early. Why? Why? Oh, makes me cry. I didn't even have to use the bathroom, which is usually half the problem of why I wake up. I'm like, oh, it's 6:30. I don't have to sleep. I could actually sleep if I want to. Oh, but I have to use the bathroom. That wasn't even the case this morning. Kelly Copter, the paranormal community calls that a mimic, I think. Very spooky. Don't search it. Kelly, you told me not to search it. Now I got to search it, but I'm not going to right now. Maybe I'll forget about it and then I won't do it. Although, we are close to Halloween, so I feel like we should start talking about ghosts soon. We're going to have to do a video dedicated to that too, because I have got some ghost stories, my friends. Some crazy stuff when we lived with Grandpa Dad at that house. In fact, some of my family said the reason we moved was to get away from the ghosts. But here's the thing. Hindsight being 2020, with my adult eyes and brain, when I look back, I'm like, no. We moved because my grandpa was divorcing my grandma due to what I'm pretty sure is the affair he was having with my mother, and then they got married. We did not move because of a ghost. Maybe a little bit in part, but they told us that as kids, and I walked forward with that in life. Maybe that's why I can't sleep if I'm not under a sheet or something. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Hitzel. You guys can catch Hitzel out in Austin. Bonnie Lucas, everything is energy. I think so. That is what I think. It is. Hitzel, I really enjoy your videos out in Austin. Feel free, because sometimes there's so much going on. If you ever have a chance or there's something that you want me to highlight, shoot me an email, Natalie@lifeafteraccult.com. Just show me a timestamp of what's happening. Let's see. Jen Kessler says, we have a motorhome, so I beg every year for him to take me to cold weather. Sometimes I win. My husband says we're reverse snowbirds. Snowbirds. I love cold weather. Oh, Kimbo moved into a camper from a 5-bedroom house. So how has it been? What's it been like? Teresa went down a rabbit hole of near-death experiences on YouTube. Very interesting, some of the things that they have in common. Ooh, I could do that. Terry says, I think your brain holds muscle memory of your loved ones' voices, which was weird, though, when that was happening to me and Tony. We were both there and alive. It wasn't a memory. Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's so weird. We're going to get into that some more. Nona Donna says, I fall asleep to Aaron, your loyal friend, Zach, in Streets LA. See, I have to have things just more neutral, just nothing to, I need to calm my nervous system down. So sometimes too, I'll try and just do a little bit of a guided meditation. Or you guys ever listen to those sleep hurts things on YouTube where it plays like music and sleep sounds and noises and it's supposed to help you sleep? I've tried that too lately and I like it. I definitely fall asleep, even if I'm not watching Golden Girls. Oh, Boxer Heather, that's the sleep paralysis. I can't even imagine. I just cannot. That'd be scary. Coffee Cults and Craft says, I don't go to a therapist anymore, but there are some tips online that have helped me. I need to look it up. I would like that. Karen likes color books too. Me too. I just love it. Mar says, Natalie, I carved a pumpkin in honor of your beau, Xenu. I'll try to remember to send you a pic after I light my pumpkins up tonight at my Halloween party. How fun. Please do. Natalie@lifeafteraccult.com. Show me your pumpkins. I want to see it. That sounds fantastic. Tanya, yeah, a good adult coloring book. I love that too. Mary, you should add the Hue light bulbs to your Amazon wish list. I forgot I have an Amazon wish list. You know what? I'll start sharing it again. I will do that. Note to self, Amazon wish list, put on the bulbs. It might even be on there. Kelly Copter says, coloring is very demure and mindful. I love filling in my journal. Stops me from relying on my memory. Very demure, very mindful, very demure. Oh, I love that video of that guy, Kelly. It's so funny. And what's so funny is it's like, you don't really hear that. I mean, mindful, yes, but demure is just, I don't know, feels like more of a little bit of an antiquated, well, it's still used, obviously, but I like that video. It was funny. Let's see. Yeah, Kelly, some ghost stories. We should do it. We got to do a video about it. I will tell you what happened at the house growing up with Grandpa Dad when we lived there. Ooh, crazy stuff happened. Bonnie Lucas will do it. I'll do another video. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. That'd be a good, like I said, weekends, I want to be a bit more casual. I miss being able to talk to you guys. And yeah, so here I am. Marilyn watched Single White Female last night and it freaked me out. So I watched national park videos to calm down to sleep. Oh, that would be so hard. I like spooky movies, but I've not been able to watch them. I've just not, because I think I would need to watch them in the morning or in the afternoon, but I'm working. So, I don't know, maybe on the weekend. I can't do it at night. I don't want to. And now I'm missing out on some of the good December. Tell me in the chat, get in the comments if you're on replay. What are some good, are you guys watching any good suspense Halloween movies right now? Being that it's October, I want to make a list and I want to enjoy some. So throw them in the chat, throw them in the comments on the replay. What movies are you liking for Halloween? Do you have any that you always go back and watch or some new ones? Let's see. BJ Critters, thank you for being a member. I also like to listen to dry bar comedy on YouTube to fall asleep. How do you fall asleep though? I would be laughing. I would be laughing too much. I don't think I'd be able to. Atkins, under normal circumstances, you would used to read before sleep. Can't even focus enough to do that lately. Yeah, I'm so tired by the time I get into bed that I don't think, and I do between YouTube and my other work, I'm on a computer and devices so much that just reading something I can't, but I will listen to, I'll audible. Irina, demure, antiquated? I don't think so. Yeah, well, maybe it's used more in the UK. I mean, I just don't hear it every day, and I've been hearing it more since that one video and meme has been going around about things being very demure, very mindful. Ooh, Mary Reno, I put on a rain snow video on YouTube and the sounds relax me. Other nights it's an audiobook with a timer. I forget that you can do that. Set a timer on the book. On the Audible. Yeah, Marilyn, right? Grandpa Dad. Yeah, we're going to hear my Grandpa Dad ghost stories. We'll do that tomorrow. We will. Ooh, that's a good idea, Tennessee Treasure Finder. Turn off the sound during the scary parts. That's actually a great idea. Lana and I, my sister, back in the day, we used to go to the movies a lot. We would go on a Friday. We would like play hooky from whatever we were supposed to be doing. And sometimes we would go meet up for a matinee, and it felt like the naughtiest thing ever to go to a movie in the middle of the day. I've not been to a movie theater in years at this point, but Lon and I would always get together and watch the Halloween movies and stuff together in the theater. It was so fun. Jersey Jan, you're rewatching Dexter. You know, it's got a whole newer season just from a couple years ago, I think, too. I don't think they continued it, though. Hitzel's watching the Terrifier movies. Oh, I'm not familiar. What streaming platform is it on? Lorraine in the Pacific Northwest, thank you for chiming in. And thank you, Lorraine, for being a member. Practical Magic. That is an awesome movie. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen it in forever. I used to watch that with my mom all the time. Susan just won't do scary or suspense movies. Stasia says The Witches with Angelica Houston. I don't know that I'm familiar with that one. Lisa Pete, I love A Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, that was a good one too. Oh, BJ's Critters. I think it's because more men are comedians and I like the sound of their voices, especially Tom Papa. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, Karen, blinding light when you get out of the theater, when you've gone to a matinee on a Friday. I just love doing that. I love it. Marilyn says, I never saw that movie because I was in the cult in the 90s, but someone suggested it. I didn't know how creepy and scary it was. Extreme portrayal of borderline personality disorder. Ooh. I think that's a reason why too I've not been watching a lot of suspense and spooky movies, even though it's one of my favorite genres is I don't know, real life has been scary enough lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think I need to like pretend to scare myself. I don't know, my nervous system can handle it, but I want to get back to it because it is something that enjoyed. I just know right now with where I'm at, the season right now just doesn't call for a lot of that. Some of it, and it is the season because it's October, but I mean in the season of my life, it's just I just need more calm, more calm, more boredom, more just meh. That's what I'm looking for. Dusty, Dusty, I wanted to talk to you about crabs. Oh my God, the hair. Good morning from Coldwater. I love my SPTV community. SPTV proud, SPTV strong. Thank you, Dusty. Okay, back to the crabs. Here's the thing. I saw your video about catching the crabs. I want to do that when I'm in Clearwater again. I would like to invite myself onto your boat and go, does one call it fishing for crabs, netting for crabs? Anyways, it looked awesome. And I love crabs. So I don't have a trip planned right now, but I think over the winter I'll definitely be heading back to Clearwater when it's not so freaking hot. Oh my goodness. I gotta stay. Oh, it's called crabbing. Okay, thank you, Karen. I want to go crabbing. Good. Dusty says you got it. Thank you. I want to go crabbing. Let's go crabbing. Ooh, Idris Elba and Luther. Tony used to call him my boyfriend. I think he was mildly jealous, even though there was no chance in hell that I would be hooking up with. Not that, okay, if I had the opportunity, that's one thing. But I'm saying like the opportunity was not about to present itself. So yeah, Tony would call him my boyfriend because I thought, and still think Idris Elba he is just a handsome man. Yes, he is. Ooh, BJ Critters. Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's a great one to do in October. I love that. KP, Natalie's going to catch crabs with Xenu. Okay, brace yourselves because James Steele is about to be on a roll. Please, please, please stop me. Dusty, I want to talk to you about crabs. Oh, Shelley. Yes, you guys, the Conjuring series of movies is scary AF. It is. The Exorcist, I cannot. The Exorcist for me, I think traumatized me as a child. It is to this date, for me, the scariest movie I've ever seen. I will not even watch it again. I still cannot watch it. No. Yep, girl, I am with you, Shelly. I am with you. But the Conjuring series, oh my gosh, if you haven't seen it, they are fantastic. Ooh, so scary. Lon and I screamed in the movie theater. One of the first Conjuring we saw in the theater, I want to say. I think we did, but so scary. So scary. Little Girls and the Devil. Nope. Yeah, the Exorcist. And there's been remakes, and I've seen like the remakes or the part 2s or the prequels, and they're scary, but they are nothing like the original. Something is wrong with the people who made the original Exorcist. It is just oh, I can't even like I need Golden Girls. Somebody put on the Golden Girls. I need a brain scrub. Aisle 4 brain scrub. Get I can't even like I don't even want to say the word. Scrub, 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 scrub. Ooh, James Steele. Yes, The Nun. Yeah, not Cheryl. Not Feral Cheryl, although Feral Cheryl's fabulous. The Nun, the movie, and there's The Nun too. I enjoyed both. I thought those were good, and they weren't ridiculously scary over the top to me. So I felt like it was pretty good. Oh, Sandy McKenna with the classics. The Birds movie traumatized me. Okay, I remember seeing it as a kid and I got to admit, I'm still a little freaked out when there's what do they call it? A gaggle? A gaggle of crows? What is the word for a bunch of crows? There's a word for it, and I don't know that that's the right one, but man, same. Oh, Joe, Paranormal Activity, that series, yeah, that's another one. That was scary. BJ's Critters, you read The Exorcist while listening to Black Sabbath. Scared myself silly. I was 16 at the time, so I couldn't see the movie until I was almost 30. Okay, I didn't even know it was a book, to be honest, or I just blacked it out. Let's see. Carrie, the movie Carrie. You guys remember that one? There also was a redo. That was a scary movie. You know, back in the day, before streaming, we just had to wait for something to come on again, unless you videoed it or you went and got yourself a VHS tape. But there were some movies that always came back on. And I remember Carrie being one of them. And that was one I watched with my mom because Karen Black, right? Oh, I forgot about this, you guys. Okay, did you guys see the movie Carrie? The original Carrie? Karen Black was a Scientologist. I'm not sure if she's still alive or not, but she plays the mom in Carrie. And she was so good. Mischief Managed, thank you. Murder of Crows, A Murder of Crows. Also a movie that I forget who was in it, but I remember that. A Murder of Crows. That's right. It just sounds creepy. A Murder of Crows. Yeah, the original Carrie, very awesome. Very well done. Oh, wow, Karen, you saw Carrie in a movie theater. Wow. Oh, Maryland Pet Cemetery. Yes. Oh, and there's been what, 3 of them? 1, 2, 3. Hey, Alts. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was scary. Oh, Psycho, Dr. MLS. That's a classic too. That is a good one. James Steele, Gremlins. That was a cute movie. I actually love that one. Jen Sell, Flowers in the Attic was way worse than the horror stuff. Okay, who read the books? Flowers in the Attic. I forget what the other ones were called. I read them. I saw the show. That was disturbing, but it was a pretty good movie. It was. Joe, I'm not familiar with House of Wax. I'll have to check that out, though. Atkins, I'm with you. Good band name. Murder of Crows. Oh, okay. Karen Black passed away 10 years ago. I thought she might have because I remember her being quite a bit older than me, being closer, even older than my mom. So that makes sense. Hey, buddy. What you got? You want to come say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, I want to say hi to Oliver. Ooh. So many of you have met Oliver. Oliver is my grandson. I also like to refer to him as the first never in our family, being that he never was in the cult and never will be. So how's your week been? We're just catching up on movies, Oliver.
My week has been great because I have just been playing video games the whole time.
Oh, wow. What kind of video games are you playing now?
Minecraft, Roblox, and Fortnite.
Yeah, I guess that's where it's at. Yeah, I'm not so big up on the gaming. Are you 6 or 7 now? You're 7. You're 7. Okay, I thought so. Ooh, got a little cough there?
No. No.
Okay, good. Just don't cough on grandma. Hey, we're going to the pumpkin patch today. Everybody's saying, hey, Oliver. Hey, Oliver.
I'm getting a gizmo watch.
You are? What's a gizmo watch?
It's a watch, kind of like a phone, except just a watch.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's right, because you can text and call your grandma on it. Robin says he has some new teeth. Yes, Oliver's got the new teeth growing in.
I have a pumpkin in my room.
You do have a pumpkin in your room, and it lights up. Did you put your tooth under your pillow?
I lost it like 4 months ago.
Do you do the tooth fairy thing?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh
What's the going rate now? What do you get for a tooth these days?
$5.
$5?
And with my allowance, I have $300.
Whoa. We should go to brunch and you should buy.
No. I'm going to spend it all on Robux.
You're going to spend it all on Robux?
And mine coins.
And mine coins. Afila, Oliver is my middle daughter's son. So Kelsey is his mom. Oh, Joe wants to know, what are you dressing up for at Halloween? Do you know yet?
Lionel Messi.
Who? Messi?
Lionel Messi.
That's a soccer player, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna dye my hair white because he used to have his hair white.
You're going to dye your hair white? Does your mom know?
My dad knows.
Your dad knows?
I think he knows.
I think there's spray that you can put in your hair to color it white.
Exactly.
Yeah. Karen here, her granddaughters have gizmo watches, so that sounds like a cool thing to have.
I'm only getting it because my friends have good gizmo watches at school.
Oh yeah, so you can talk to each other. I know, right, Shelly? $5 for a tooth. That's like some serious inflation. It truly is.
I don't really care about the tooth fairy, the money anymore because I have $300.
That's right. Yeah. What are you saving up for?
I don't know.
Yeah. Mary here, when she was a kid, she got a nickel for a tooth. 25 cents.
LOL.
LOL. Ooh, Chantel got a quarter for her tooth. I remember, I want to say I feel like my kids might have gotten $1. Afila says, Messi is my favorite player too, Oliver. Oh, Mischief got a dime for their tooth.
A dime?
Just 10 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Did the tooth fairy give you a mansion? No.
No, but one time I was playing catch with my friend, and we were pretending we would get stuff if we catched, and I catched it, the football, when he says I'll get a mansion someday, and I caught the football, so I'll get a mansion someday.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I'm going to be a soccer player, so probably.
You can be a professional soccer player?
Yeah, and I earn millions of dollars.
That's right. Then you can buy grandma like a house, maybe like up on a hill somewhere overlooking a pond. How great would that be? Have you heard of Ronaldo?
Yes.
Joe says, has Oliver heard of Ronaldo? He was in my town last week.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I guess Ronaldo was in wherever Joe lives. And also, it's Joe's birthday together. She turned 50 today. Birthday today.
My friend Milana, it was her birthday yesterday.
Milana?
Yeah, she's coming in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
To your house? Oh, fun.
Not to my house, but to my friend's house.
Ooh, like a party?
No, they're not having a party. They're cousins.
Oh, cool. Nona Donna says she can't remember if she got a penny or a nickel, but her kids got $1. So you're making out really good with $5 for a tooth. That's pretty darn impressive.
And I also get my allowance.
And you get your allowance.
Which I have $300.
Speaking of, one of your chores is to restock the refrigerator with the drink.
I already did.
You did? Did you do it today?
Yep. Right.
Oh, thank you.
Earlier.
Oh, good. Thank you. I went to go get a LaCroix and there were none in there. And I was like, oh, where's Oliver? So Gregory says, can I trade him his balance for 100 trillion Zim dollars?
What's a Zim?
What is a Zim dollar, Gregory? You got to tell us. Mary says, Grandma could live in your mansion with you. Ooh, yes. When you make all your soccer money, you can get a big mansion.
Yeah.
I'd rather have just a smaller house on the property. And maybe we could have like an enclosed walkway. So if it's snowing, we can walk between our houses.
True. I would get you a little bigger house than this, right?
Bigger than this house?
Yeah, a little bigger.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice. Although if it's just me living there, I could probably go smaller. But I like a house the size of the upstairs. This would be perfect. It's like my condo up here, and then, you and Mom live downstairs. But, ooh, Tennessee Treasure Finder says, a tiny house to a mansion.
What's that supposed to mean?
So like if we had a small house and went to a big house. And a housekeeper. Yeah, you know what? If I could have any type of person, it would be somebody who could cook. Because I actually like cleaning. I like cleaning. Cleaning is my default. Like it's my stress relief. Yeah, it is. It just helps me when I'm feeling stressed out. I clean. But cooking, we know that Grandma doesn't cook.
I watch Skibidi Toilet when I'm down.
You watched what?
I watch Skibidi Toilet when I'm stressed out.
What is Scooby Toilet?
Skibidi Toilet.
Oh, Skibbity Toilet. When you're stressed out?
If I could.
What's got you stressed out at 7?
Mm.
You're on perpetual vacation.
Treehouse? I already have a treehouse.
Yeah, it's that Joe says you can get your granny a treehouse.
I already have a treehouse.
Yeah, you do.
Not at here at my other grandparents.
That's right. We do have like a deck, almost treehouse in the back. Julie says, I just woke up. Good for you, Julie. Sleeping in. Love
Good.
that.
I think my cats just woke up.
Your cat? What are you talking about? You don't have
So
cats.
no, not here at my other grandparents' house. My dad moved there, and we have cats there. I think they were sleeping.
When did you get cats?
Mhm.
Oh.
It's Michelle's.
Ah, Natalie has a cutie pie in her lap. I sure do. Yadira says, aloha, Natalie and cute, handsome Mr. Oliver. Hi, chat. Oh, and Eric wants to know if he can borrow $300.
No, that's all my money. You could buy You could borrow $5.
$5, Eric. He's got you for $5.
You can't take all my money.
That's right. We're not having that. Shelly says Reese likes house cleaning too. Must be a Scientology thing. It is, because we had to clean all the time. We had to white glove things. If you were in trouble, you had to clean or do manual labor. So it is a default. And there is something about doing physical work that I feel kind of pulls us out of our own heads sometimes. And I think that's why. And I like making things pretty, so I like cleaning. Have you seen Treehouse Masters? That sounds like a show.
No.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
But when I was in first grade, I did see the Magic School Bus.
The Magic School Bus? I remember that. Lise, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Ricardo, thank you for becoming a member of the channel.
I'm actually going to be a YouTuber someday.
You're going to be a YouTuber someday?
Yeah, my dad approved.
He did. So what I'm hearing is you're going to follow in the footsteps of your grandma, because you know I'm a YouTuber.
Yes, but I'm going to do gaming instead.
Oh, you're going to do gaming. Ah, okay. Nisa says, who's a blonde in your family? You don't look like grandma. His mom. My daughter's, well, actually, Shelby has dark hair, but your mom, Kelsey, she was
Happy birthday to Milana.
She was a towhead. Happy birthday to who? Milana? Oh, your friend? You can say happy birthday to her.
Say happy birthday, Chad.
Say happy birthday to Milana. So Treehouse Masters built a treehouse close to where Karen lives. So it sounds like it's a show about building tree houses. I like this. Atkins says, used to feel ashamed if everything wasn't clean. Now I just roll with it. Oh yeah, sometimes you just got to roll with it for sure.
Yeah, my room is messy.
Your room is messy?
Well, not so messy.
Hard to believe, because you're usually pretty neat and tidy like grandma, because you also are a Virgo. Robin Miner says, hate to admit it, but gamers now have agents and endorsement money. Oh yeah, being a gamer is big money. Oh, look, Sandy says, happy birthday to your friend Milana.
Yeah.
Oh, Atkins says, Messy's okay.
Yeah. Also, I kind of do it because Messi, the soccer player.
That's why you want to do YouTube?
Yep.
Shelly says, Oliver can make money on Twitch with the gaming. My son makes an extra $2,000 writing game-related articles. It's crazy. Wow. Sign me up. I would love to play games and get paid for that. Hey, Mina.
Mina, come in live. Come in live.
Oliver's just inviting the whole family here. Hey, Mina, you can come say hi, or you wearing the sweater I got you. I love it. Want to come see Ollie?
Go sit with them so that you can see what
Cough.
they're doing.
Yeah. So Atkins says Messi is awesome.
Silly. Okay, here's one thing. I like Ronaldo's signature celebration more than Messi, because Messi celebrates his grandmother and he points in the air like this.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Is that like when he wins something, he does that?
When he scores a goal, he goes like this, and it's to celebrate his grandmother.
Yeah. So this is Mina. You guys have probably only seen pictures of her. She is my granddaughter, my only granddaughter. Oh, that's right. Yes. And where are we going today? Do you guys know?
Pumpkin patch.
We're going to the pumpkin patch. Joe says Ronaldo is awesome.
It's true. I still think Messi is better.
Messi is better. Mina, do you watch soccer?
Yes.
You do watch soccer?
Hey.
Who do you like the best?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. She said
Nothing.
Messi.
Yeah. I think she likes Spider-Man the best.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you still into Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
You
wearing
still got
a
a Spider-Man costume?
I'm wearing a Superman shirt
Yeah.
backwards.
Cool. You are?
Backwards? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
It's wear your shirt backwards day. Did you know that, Mina?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Every Saturday we wear our shirts backwards. We do.
Shirts backwards.
I know. Me, do you know what
Exactly.
grandma often does?
Mm.
Somehow I accidentally put my underwear on backwards. All
Ew.
the time. I
Ew,
know.
why are we talking about underwear?
Because I put it on backwards. I'm saying, like, even my shirt sometimes.
I bought a Spider-Man underwear.
Yeah, that's
Mina,
awesome.
Is your favorite part where Miles Morales finds out his uncle? Yes. That's so silly.
Yeah, Mina is a very big Spider-Man fan, and Oliver was. I think you still kind of are, though, right? Mina, are you 3? You're 3, right?
Yes. I still like Spider-Man because Mina likes it.
Yeah.
I do like it too.
Yeah, Spider-Man is cool.
Except I think Mina likes it more than me.
I think right now she might like the Spider-Man more than you.
My mommy is not leaving.
Your mommy's what?
My mommy is not leaving.
Oh, she's not leaving? Yeah, no, she's not. She's here. We're gonna go to the pumpkin patch together with your mom. Both your moms.
Let's go downstairs.
She's
Okay.
downstairs, yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I do wear my PJs backwards sometimes.
You
But
do?
I don't care. I wear my PJs backwards too. Yeah.
You do too? You both wear your PJs backwards?
Yes. We both.
Wow.
That's so silly.
Mina, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I called it.
You totally called it. You gonna be Spider-Man?
Yes. And my mom is gonna be Spider-Man. My dad is gonna be Spen.
Spen?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be Spidey.
You're gonna be Spidey.
Yeah.
Oliver, what about you?
I'm gonna be Lionel Messi. I already told
Lionel
you that.
Messi. I forgot. That's right. You're gonna color your hair white. That's right. Lupita says she wore a shirt backwards on a Zoom meeting.
Oh, Zoom meeting? What's that?
It's an online meeting that you have for work. It's like a in-life meeting.
My mom has that.
Yeah, your mom does Zoom meetings.
I do Zoom meetings too.
You do Zoom meetings too?
Yes.
Do you do them every day?
Yes.
Oh, what do you talk about at your Zoom meetings?
Because I do.
Because you do, yeah. Do
Yes.
you solve all kinds of problems?
And my mommy said, how many stickers? And I said, enough.
Oh, you get stickers? Yeah. Carolyn says, I love Spider-Man. She loves Spider-Man too.
My mommy said, how many stickers? And I said, enough.
Your mommy said, how many stickers do you want? You said enough?
Yes. That's so silly.
That is silly.
Mina, how old am I? 3. I'm 7. Silly. I'm 7.
Yeah, he's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mary says that she wore her pants backwards to the grocery store and it was so embarrassing.
That's so silly.
Yep.
I wear my pants backwards when I wear my pants backwards.
Yeah, that's so silly.
What Ami is wearing this shirt backwards.
Yeah, all he has is shirt backwards.
Exactly.
But that's because it's backwards shirt Saturday.
Exactly. It happens every 7 months.
Yeah. So should we go get ready for the pumpkin patch?
Yes. I feel like this is turned into a Ollie Mina show.
Is this the Ollie Mina show?
Yeah, I feel like this video has just turned into an Ollie Mina show.
I have to put you both on the payroll.
Yeah. What's the Ollie Mina show?
It's the Ollie and Mina show.
What is the Ollie Mina show? Do you want to be on my YouTube channel? Yes.
Yes, he's already planning his YouTube channel. So you're going to be on Oliver's YouTube channel.
Yes.
But what about mine? Will you still come on Grandma's?
Yes.
Good. I love that.
What's Ollie YouTube channel? Yeah, my goal is at least to get 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe to.
Well, you don't have a channel yet, but they could subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, my channel is gonna be named
Yep.
Booty Shaker 9000.
What? What?
Booty Shaker 9000.
No, that is not going to be your screen name.
Fine, it's gonna be Oliver Gamer 217.
Yeah, that's much better than Booty Shaker 9000. just doesn't seem right. Yep. All right, let's wrap it up. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah. So make sure to subscribe.
All right, should we wrap up the show?
Yeah.
Everybody, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I might live stream from the pumpkin patch and share that with you guys because Minnesota has some really cool stuff.
I'm gonna be on it.
You're gonna be on it?
Yep, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it. Can I?
Yeah.
Please? Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And then she's downstairs, I think. She'll be up in a minute. And then I think we'll do maybe we'll do some ghost stories tomorrow.
Just like and subscribe.
That's right. Like and subscribe.
Make sure to do it to my channel.
But you don't have a channel yet.
Exactly. When I get one.
When you get a channel, yes, they will like and subscribe.
My name is gonna be Oliver.
I'll get your mommy.
Oliver Gamer 217.
All right.
That's my Roblox name except Pro for the gamer.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for being here and spending some time this morning. We're going to go to the pumpkin patch and I will see you later. In the meantime, do you know what I say at the end of my show?
Make sure to like and subscribe.
That too. But then I say, have an amazing cult-free day.
Yeah.